dogs in the back seat, and you see like they have their marks out on the left, and it looks like one dog, but there's actually another smaller dog behind this one. And it's raining and they don't care. I guess they oh, you see now there's another one on the other side. Oh, two, yeah, two dogs, one small one, one big one. Yeah, this is awful. I stopped in Cambridge, Ontario, parked my truck and hopped into my car and did some shopping, put some money in the bank from my fuel card. I got something to eat, bought lots of those Simply bars, those best protein bars I found. And they are sold in bulk bar stores in Canada. Got some green tea. So by the time I finished all this stuff, it was already 3 o'clock. So now, of course, it's rush hour, and it's according to my dash clock, it's 4 p.m. 5 minutes past 4. I don't know if my time is correct on that. The dash cam. And this is like the worst part. It's where Freeway 401 merges with Highway 400, which is also a freeway going north. And there's always something's happening here. Well, part of the reason can be that here on the right is south, on the left is north, and I'm heading east. So part of the reason is that also at this location, which is 401 and Islington Avenue, there's a huge Molson beer plant. So sometimes I have a suspicion that, you know, these jams are caused by all those people that go to the plant because they have a beer store on premises, and you can buy you know, a really fresh beer right there. So basically all these guys, I think, you know, those 3 lanes to the right, that's collectors, and up ahead it says on the right Islington Avenue. So if you need to get to Islington or Molson beer retail store, you gotta go that way. So that's my idea. So beer is to blame. What else did I do today? Oh, I passed the border, across the border from Port Huron into Sarnia, and naturally they searched my truck, asked me a bunch of questions, but this time it was 2 women. You know, black gloves, dark blue uniforms. One was talking to me outside while the other one, probably a rookie, was searching the truck inside. Well, to their surprise, they did not find anything, and they let me go. And I talked to a few, I sent an email to 3 lowboy trailer dealers, I think on Saturday. Today's Monday. Asking them to give me a quote, how much it'll, if it can be done, if I give them this step deck trailer, and of course I'm upside down, and I get a mechanical detach lowboy, 107, 110 swing radius, full decks, T1 steel, 3 axles, 54-inch spacing. Because I'm going to US all the time, I don't care about 60-inch spacing. And air lift on the last axle. Some winches on the side, and basically, yeah, mechanical, so no hydraulics. So it's going to be light and cheap but still, this is Canada, so prices here are crazy, especially since the Canadian dollar took a dive. So, you know, we're talking, and out of those three, two people called me back or emailed me back. One is a local Talbot dealer, and Talbot says that you can get the mechanical detach in capacities up to 55 tons, but the way they figure is that the capacity in 10 feet of the deck is the total capacity minus 10. Which means that, let's say, if I need 90,000 pounds capacity in 10 feet, I need a 100,000 pound trailer, 50 ton. And that's what we're doing. It's going to be a 50 ton trailer. So this was Talbot guy, and then the other dealer that contacted me via email, and he was actually the first one. He's the dealer for Etnire trailers, and Etnire is another brand where you can spec mechanical detached lowboy up to 55 tons, and it should be about 20 inches off the ground loaded. So beautiful. And I'm gonna install, on the suggestion of my friend from Washington, oh, I forgot to tell him, yeah, I need to install a switch to control the ride height so that I don't have to do it manually. And then we're gonna install the same switch on truck airbags, and this way you can raise and lower the trailer in emergency, let's say when you go over extremely low railroad track. Okay, now I see some guys starting to nod off, so hold on. But yeah, this is gonna probably gotta stop with the dash cam, because this is gonna last forever. It's what? In 5 minutes, I did what? Half a mile, 1 kilometer? But this is it. This thing you see over overpass, right over the freeway that I'm gonna cross right under, that's the Freeway 400. Or rather, I think it's a black... no, yeah, that's the... People take this big bridge overpass to get to 401 East, which I'm going. That's the same direction, and that's what causes all the commotion here. It's a huge junction. You know, only 3 lanes here. It should be 6 at least. But usually after this, it starts moving. And then there's another slow down is in eastern Toronto, in Scarborough, because again there's another freeway, Don Valley Parkway, and like another big junction, or Highway 404, which is freeway going north. And this is awful. I mean, it's a huge city. And they always work and they do something and they construction, you know, but there's never enough lanes. But again, if I was, you know, if I didn't spend so much time in at the Walmart over there in Cambridge and left earlier, probably I would be complaining right now. But I bought some pants. You know, I find that I like these trek pants, you know. I think the most comfortable pants to drive in. And that's what you gotta love about US and Canada. It's so cheap to dress like that. You know, you buy these pants at 12 bucks. Like just, you know, track pants, right? Very light, very easy to clean, you know. And then you can buy a t-shirt for 5 bucks. And you can buy sneakers for $20. That's it. Okay, you need some socks. $2. And that's it. Very cheap to live here. Unless you start going to restaurants and stuff like that. Anyway, things are moving. Wow, I'm doing 16 kilometers an hour. Unbelievable. I'm passing Yorkdale shopping center on the right. So this is where usually the jam is at its worst. Because the signs straight ahead say Avenue Street, Young Street, Bayview Avenue. That's like the center, you know. If you go south on those, you'll hit like the real downtown. And they do have a bypass. It's called 407. It's a freeway. The only problem is that it's a toll. It's a toll highway, and it's very expensive. Much more expensive than toll highways in the States. Let's say around Chicago. So you don't see many trucks there. Mostly it's cars, but that highway does help during rush hour because it goes around this area. But I think for vehicles over 5 tons, you need to have a transponder. You cannot just go by your license plate, so I don't go there. And by the way, here's some geography tip. This Young Street is considered, I think, the longest street in the world, because you can start at the lake, at the Ontario Lake, and you can keep driving, I don't know, 100 kilometers, 60 miles, and it'll still be Young Street. See a huge container train carrying 40-foot containers stacked like two on each car. And this is Scarborough. Oh, wait a second. No, this is already Pickering, just east of Toronto. And the jam lightened up in the east, but as soon as you hit the suburbs of Toronto, it starts again usually this time of the day, like Pickering, Oshawa, Ajax. Lots of people live here, but they work in the city. So in the morning, the jam is the opposite way, and now they're coming back home, I guess, with all the money they made in Toronto. Check out the train on top on the overpass. Yep, it's 20 minutes to 6. I'm still crawling in this traffic. Unbelievable. Now I'm somewhere near Oshawa, Ontario. Eastern suburb. That's where the GM plant is located, General Motors. They make some GM cars in here. I think even Corvette is made here. And from what I've read, it's $5,000 or $10,000 cheaper to buy that Corvette in US than in Canada. Because of all the duties and customs and I don't know, and taxes. Very stupid. So you gotta fly to US to buy a Corvette and then drive it back, and you will still save money. Thank you, Ontario government. By the way, you don't often see these Western stars with high visibility hood, which is what I call the aerodynamic model, right? And here it is right in front of me, this blue one. See the shape of the hood and the bumper, but they still have the turn signal on the fender, which I would not say it's very aerodynamic, but looks okay. And I caught myself looking, and then I said to myself, what am I doing? My goal number one, numero uno, is the trailer. So I'm probably like 2 years away. 2 years away from the time when I'll be upgrading the truck. There's nothing wrong with this one. I don't know. Pulls like crazy. I have setting 10 right now, which is on my dial, the power.